What's going on, people? OG back on the screen. I need 1K likes. Now, as you guys know, I have went to community day. Alright, I was trying to keep it under the lows. I was trying to keep it under the sneaks. Now we gonna talk about this. My man Clamp. Now I can't show anything till the 6th. That's when a lot of content is gonna be released. Alright, but I have my man who gets a lot of leaked info and people send him screenshots, so he was able to make a actual just revamp of how the My Player Builder looks. Okay, now we're gonna go to this screen right here and talk about it, because I'm gonna give you guys key tips and key gems. All right, I'm gonna give you guys some gems. I can't say too much, but I need you guys to go follow him. If you guys want some more love, some more support, I need you guys to go subscribe to his channel. The link will be popped up on the screen in the description below. I need you guys to go subscribe, and I'm going to keep giving you guys gems and keep doing stuff like this for you guys, giving you guys an actual visual, an actual image. Don't you guys know when I talk a lot and stuff like that, but now I have the actual picture image vision on screen, so you can see it. Now it can just soak into your mind now. All right, so let's go look at this screen. What did we talk about this year? All right, let's go look at this, because a lot of people may not want to believe me, because you know I'm not a dev or anything like that, or I don't have any of the certain requirements from 2K, but we can read between the lines, read in their words, and break down the information. I can see it going both ways. Somebody asked them this question right here. This is key. Can we expect to make builds that are evenly spread to do multiple things, or with the attribute point system, will we fall into making role players and work as a team? I can see it going both ways. See, then he put a period. We have to leave it at that right there. Once he says that, it lets me know that okay, we can have we're going to see some stronger builds out there, but they're going to have certain missing pieces. That don't really matter if the players are good and they have IQ. You're going to have certain other players out there to come pick up on certain defense for you. But I really don't feel like it's still going to be exactly like 22. Already 2K Dez is already confirming it. If the shooting is hard and stuff like that, it's going to force people to play as a team more. It's just going to make sense. Now, you can spike a couple of towers and be great at a fewer things. Now, we're not going to take spiking a couple of towers as 2, like no, because you know some people say 2 is a couple. No, spiking a few towers, I'll say it as in like this. You can go like a high shooting at 88, high 3-pointer 88, high playmaking, almost like a till 80 on like a 6-8 build, right? But then you're going to start getting hit in other places. You may not be able to go too high in the strength. It's going to start hitting you like that. Boom, right? Now let's read the rest of what Mike Wayne says, right? You can spike a couple of towers and be great at a fewer things, or choose to be more well-rounded and just good at everything. That's the kick. More well-rounded and just good at everything. Listen to how he put good. He could have said more well-rounded and balanced, being able to be a little bit more efficient at all roles, still not maximizing your. He could have did all that, but he said just good at everything. So what does this mean if you go more well-rounded? Y'all see that Jordan build I made? People were making fun of these builds because it's more balanced and it doesn't look so super OP. But you got to understand, you can make those 80 stats, those high, almost 70 for certain stats like playmaking. You can make that work with a high 70. You can make that work. When we go to like what else, driving layup, you can make that work. It's certain stats you can make it work depending on the stat level if you deep into 2K, right? I think teams, right, that build role players and work together will be more successful than a team, trust me, IRL realistic, than a team of do-it-alls. Do-it-alls, you hear it? You're gonna lack somewhere. See, look at it. It's broken down: smalls, swings, bigs. They're still giving that option to say, hey, go ahead and spike your stats, but that's the hit. For players that do that, you're gonna get hit in certain areas. It's already like a given. So it's gonna naturally force people to create better balanced builds. People are gonna already look at it, the game and builder. Trust me, man, I'm getting elite info. People are already looking at the builder and realizing like, yo, balance builds is it to get more spreads, and then we pick and choose. Think about it. We have the core badges. Let's go back to this screen now. We have the core badges. Do not forget those with the challenges. The core badges to add onto the slots. What did I say the core badges was for? Basically to make us feel better. So when we are actually looking at these points, you hear how a lot of YouTubers are saying the builder is complicated. They're spilling it out saying the builder is complicated. So that means if you go balanced, at least you'll be balanced. You can get a lot of little pieces to spread around. If you try to spike, it's going to make you be like, oh man, I don't get that. Damn, I don't know. Because you have to understand you're looking at the tiers going up now, and so let me show you guys this difference. All right, now y'all know we had glitch builds and a lot of stats we was able to go super crazy in certain areas. How could I say this? Like in more than 3 areas we was able to go crazy. And when you think about it, listen, this is why 2K tried to expand from their system and made you be able to go crazy in other areas, but they're now trying to balance out these stats. When you think about it, think about the older 2Ks. When we played like 19, you picked either playmaking and ball handling or shot creating. Remember, you only could pick between 2. Think about it when you look at it now. You see how you have smalls and swings, and then when you look at some players, NBA players, when you go on the actual roster, you can see how it says small forward, power forward, small forward, shooting guard, stuff like that. You can see certain things like that, right? Just letting you know he has like 2 type of styles to him. That's really how it's supposed to be, and your other stats is supposed to be balanced out, and then you're supposed to be skillful with them. But 2K's having trouble, not trouble, but they're just slowly each year trying to implement it, make changes, and I feel like this year may be an actual year where we have a good change to the builder and how it's balanced. You can see right here in the finishing, it looks like the close shots and the drive and layup, it's not that high. You know, there's other stats right here, other finishing stats that go up really high. It could be like the post control, the stand and dunk, you know, certain different things. This looked like a stretch build. We was talking about it again because the defense is super crazy. When you see the interior up, see, all I have to know is this top bar being up, that's the interior. We know that, people. So this is some type of stretch, some type of defensive type of build. We can see that the playmaking is not high at all, but it's kind of balanced. Like they're giving themselves some type of ball handling so they can at least move around a little bit. You know, probably give themselves a little first quick step because they have dunking here. The driving dunk looks like it's up. I think this is definitely the driving dunk for real. They spiked this driving dunk stat up, and then the shooting looks very balanced. Like this looks like 70 shooting to me, because if we look at the defense is super high and really high past the shooting. So it lets you know the shooting is low. This one shooting stat is very high because we can see like one little point coming out. Then we can see like they're maxed out in the physicals, like definitely bully badge on. You can see it definitely. So how would I say this is bully? Because the bottom stats, strength super up there, you can see it. And no, matter of fact, we can actually say this is strength. Matter of fact, no, this is not bully. This is block stats, but this could be the strength right here, and I don't know, that could be bully, but just not on a high badge level, because we see a lot of purple over here, but we also see some silver and gold over here too. I can just see like the little color changes, right? So when we go back to the real deal builder, and let's talk about this when we look at this on the screen, okay? This gives you an actual good look of it, how it can be. All right, this is like a big build, right? You see how the balance is 98, 95 interior, perimeter defense 74. A lot of players keep talking to me about the perimeter defense. We're gonna make a now key in on that and touch in on that. Perimeter defense, right? Yes, it stacks onto your block because you have to be moving on the perimeter around somebody to block them, right? Yes, to then press Y or get an auto contest where you're just standing next to him and staying in front of him. Either way, yes, so you have to have a good perimeter or you're just gonna slide around. We understand that, so yes, it stacks onto the block, but ultimately, if you're a skilled defender, like I asked people, I said, comment this down in my comment section. Are you the type of defender who can jump up and block shots in 2K? Jumpers. When a player's trying to cheese and peek you, are you good at timing and jumping up and blocking his shot, punching it? Whether he's doing the escape and then he thinks he's wide open, or he does that little run back to the corner and you jump really fast and block his shot. I'm so good with doing that. So that showed me, okay, when I had it on low levels, I can't do that. Once I try to jump back and go onto their blinders, it's over with. You understand? It's over with. I need that block so I can at least get that leap and have those badges, those challenger on really high Hall of Fame level, to be able to jump up and punch and be able to contest properly, right? So that's my thing on it. All stats stack together and play out with each other. Playmaking can play out with shooting. Finishing can play out with playmaking. It all can stack out. It all can stack together in certain ways. So let's keep talking about it now. You see how you can see 3 stats stacked in defense, 4 stats stacked, right? But you see how there could be no steal. That's how the hits can look. Something like this, okay? No steal, right? Because you got to understand, there's big men, they not stealing the ball from point guards. You understand this? A lot of people don't understand, like, big men, just because they're big men, they don't play good perimeter defense and can slide with you, and you understand? So what can help a big man, though? What can save a big man? Their contest against a guard, his height being taller, and if you can't get the shot up over him, or he just gets the right jump contest on you. So that should scratch that whole perimeter thing. You know, I understand it stacks together. People making it seem like I'm saying it does nothing to it. Like, no, come on now. Now, we get onto the speed. You see how the speed looks, the acceleration. Then we go to the strength. You see that bully, you're going to get that bully, that rim protector. You're going to get all that, right? On a driving dunk, you know 2K is going to have the arm sleeves again. We have the seasons, all right? So if they have the arm sleeves, you can put certain stats like this up. You understand that badges also correlate to the stats. So think about this. If you're using a certain badge at a silver tier and you're adding it to your driving dunk, let's say you got posterizer, right? You get at least silver. That's going to turn into an 80. You add boost to all your stats. Do players not do that? Do you not add boost to your stats? Be like, okay, if I got a build with a 98 stat, then I add boost. I'm basically at 100. I'm at a 99. That's how the game works. Or you wouldn't feel the differences in boosts, but you do. So understand that's the same way how badges work. Depending on the level tier, it gives you like 1.2 points. Hall of Fame probably gives like 5 points, 4 points. Understand that's how the game works and plays out. With your stats, it all chains together. So if you can't start to understand that with going into the newer 2Ks, you're not going to start. This is why they're making us have the badge recipes, the loadouts, chaining certain badges together properly, not being able to chain too much craziness together. But if you can chain some nice stuff together and have some nice pieces. And remember, it's a season, it's a quest. We're going to be able to unlock more badges for our players. Understand, it's more badge points. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about it, man. Hit that like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.